If you buy the wrong bamboo for your patio, it won't just fill your pot. It'll crack through the plastic, push under your fence, and show up in your neighbor's yard next spring. Most people don't find this out until it's already happened. Today, I'm showing you exactly which bamboo is safe for containers, which one isn't, and how to keep it under control for years, not months. Here's the thing nobody tells you at the garden center. Bamboo isn't one plant. It's two completely different growth habits wearing the same name. Running bamboo spreads through underground rhizomes that can travel several feet a year, popping up new shoots wherever they want. Clumping bamboo stays where you put it, growing outward slowly in a tight cluster. Same word on the plant tag, completely different plant in your yard. If a nursery tag just says bamboo with no species name, that's your first red flag. You want to see genus names like Fargesia or Bambusa. Those are clumping types, and they're the ones safe for pots. If you see Phyllostachys, Sasa, or Pleoblastus, that's running bamboo. It can still be grown in a container, but it needs a lot more discipline. Let's plant one. Grab a pot that's at least 10 gallons. Bigger is genuinely better here, because bamboo roots spread wide more than they dig deep. A low, wide container works better than a tall, narrow one. Go with a thick-walled pot too. Concrete, wood, or heavy-duty plastic, because thin plastic can actually crack under root pressure over a couple of seasons. Fill it with a well-draining potting mix, not garden soil. Garden soil compacts in containers and suffocates the roots. Set the plant so the base sits right at soil level. Backfill around it and water it in thoroughly. That's the easy part. The part that actually determines whether this plant stays a nice patio screen or turns into a problem happens after planting. One more thing before you walk away from a freshly planted pot. Bamboo in containers drinks a lot more than bamboo in the ground because there's no surrounding soil to hold moisture and pull from. In warm weather, check the top 2 inches of soil daily. If it's dry, water it. During a real heat wave, some growers end up watering twice a day. Let the pot dry out repeatedly, and you'll see leaf curling and browning at the tips within days, which people often mistake for disease when it's really just thirst. Feeding matters too. Because you're watering so often, nutrients wash out of a container faster than they would in garden soil. A balanced, water-soluble fertilizer every few weeks during the growing season keeps growth steady. Skip this, and you'll still get a plant, just a slower, less full one. Bamboo in a pot without regular feeding tends to look thin compared to the same variety planted in the ground. Bamboo is fast. Depending on the variety, it can fill a container within a year or two. And once it's root-bound, you'll see the warning signs. Yellowing leaves, stalled growth, water running straight through the pot instead of soaking in. When you see that, it's time to act, not wait. Pull the plant out. This takes 2 people for anything over a 15-gallon pot, so don't underestimate it. And look at the root mass. If it's running bamboo, you'll likely find rhizomes that have wrapped around the inside of the pot, or even started pushing against the drainage holes. Trim those back hard. This isn't gentle pruning. You can cut 1/3 or more of the root mass off without hurting a healthy, established plant. For clumping types, you're mostly just dividing the clump into sections if it's gotten too dense, which is a much smaller job. Repot into the same container with fresh soil, or size up if you want more growth. Either way, plan on doing this every 1 to 2 years for running bamboo, and more like every 2 to 3 years for clumping types. Skip this step, and even a contained bamboo plant can eventually force its rhizomes out through the bottom of the pot and into the ground beneath it, which defeats the entire point of growing it in a container. This is the part almost nobody warns you about, and it's where most container bamboo actually dies, not from the cold itself, but from where the roots are sitting. In the ground, roots are insulated by several feet of earth. In a pot, they're exposed on all sides to freezing air, sometimes with only an inch or 2 of soil between the roots and a cold pot wall. If you're in a warmer zone, roughly zone 7 and up, most bamboo will overwinter fine in its pot with little to no extra protection. If you're in zone 5 or 6, you need to actively protect it. Wrap the pot in burlap or bubble wrap. Mulch heavily on top of the soil, and if you're expecting a hard freeze, move it against a sheltered wall or into an unheated garage for the worst of it. Watering matters too. Keep the soil lightly moist through winter, not bone dry and not soaked, since completely dry roots are more vulnerable to freeze damage. If you skip winter prep in a cold climate, don't be surprised if a plant that looked thriving in October is brown and hollow by March. This one step is the difference between a bamboo screen that lasts 5 years and one you're replacing every spring. Even with a good container and a solid maintenance schedule, check the pot every few months for warning signs. Look for new shoots popping up in the soil around the base of the pot, on the patio itself, or through any cracks in the container. Running bamboo rhizomes are opportunistic. If there's a gap, they'll find it. If you catch a rogue shoot early, you can usually just cut it off at the base and keep an eye on that spot. If you find multiple new shoots outside the pot, that means a rhizome has already escaped underground, and you'll need to trace it back and cut it off closer to the source. Otherwise, it'll keep sending up new growth, even after you cut the visible shoot. The honest fix, if you want zero risk of this ever happening, is to go with clumping bamboo from the start. You give up a small amount of the dramatic spread running bamboo is known for, but you gain years without babysitting root barriers and rogue shoots. If you already have running bamboo and love it, that's fine too. You just need to treat the maintenance schedule as non-negotiable. A few other problems worth knowing before they surprise you. Yellowing leaves usually mean either underwatering or a nutrient shortage. Check soil moisture first, since that's the more common cause in containers. Dry, papery leaf tips point toward low humidity or wind exposure, rather than a watering problem, which matters if your pot sits somewhere exposed on a balcony or rooftop. And if canes start leaning or toppling in wind, that's not a health issue at all. It's a stability issue, and the fix is a heavier, wider-based pot, rather than anything you do to the plant itself. Knowing which category a symptom falls into saves you from treating the wrong problem. If you're starting from scratch and want the low-maintenance version, look for Fargesia varieties. They're some of the most popular clumping types, cold-hardy, and well-suited to container life. If you specifically want the tall, dramatic screen effect that running bamboo is known for, and you're prepared to stay on top of root pruning, Phyllostachys aurea is a common choice. Height matters when you're choosing too. Most Fargesia varieties top out around 6 to 12 feet, which is plenty for a privacy screen on a patio without dwarfing the space. Phyllostachys aurea can push past 15 feet in the ground, but in a container its growth is naturally restrained by root space. So you'll typically see something more like 8 to 10 feet, still tall enough to screen a view, without the size becoming unmanageable on a deck or balcony. Either way, the container is doing real work here. It's not just a decorative choice, it's your actual containment system. Treat the repotting schedule and the winter protection like maintenance tasks on a calendar, not something you'll get to eventually. That's really the whole difference between bamboo that stays beautiful for years and bamboo that becomes the plant your neighbor complains about. If you like this one, the mint video covers a similar problem with a completely different set of rules. Worth watching next if you've got mint anywhere near your yard.